Hello and welcome to another episode of Wrestling is Her.
WrestleMania week!
I'm your host, Raja, and joined by my hype man, John.
I didn't mean to break the voice there.
It was excellently done.
I don't know what happened.
I think.
I don't know what happened.
Amazing. But yes, we are mere days away from the start of the craziest wrestling weekend of the year. Just complete insanity.
We're 24 hours away from being in a car.
Yes.
Headed to Philadelphia.
Yes. Wrestling descends on Philadelphia, and it's gonna be utter chaos in the most beautiful fashion.
Oh my God. You should see her Stars jacket.
Oh, I hand painted my own Stars hoodie to match the ones they wear to
I think you should just run out when they go by.
Just pretend I'm part of the group.
Yeah.
I think I'd be too tall. I'd give it away.
You know enough Japanese now.
Really don't.
You got like 10, 12 words down, right?
I'll just yell konnichiwa and they'll never know.
Oh, you know like a couple of numbers and I love you, thank you, so sorry.
I'll just keep saying Tomodachi so they think I'm their friend. Then it'll be fine.
So what does that mean, friend?
Friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomodachi?
Tomodachi, yes.
So I say that after I like hug them and faint, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I wasn't nervous like that. Even hanging out with the New Japan roster in the back.
It's different.
I wasn't that nervous. It was just
Those
the boys.
Those are guys.
It was the boys. It was the boys.
Yes, Joshi wrestlers are ethereal, magical beings. It's different.
I feel like I'm going to meet the Fae.
Yeah, it does feel kind of that way. Like, you're going to be changed by this experience.
Yeah.
You just don't know how yet.
Yeah, and you'll go to Philadelphia to do it.
Yeah, you'll drive to Philadelphia for the honor.
Because we love Philadelphia.
Yes, of course we do. Everyone in wrestling loves Philadelphia.
The city. Do you think Ian Riccaboni is going to say the city of sisterly love?
Oh, gosh. I hope not, because that's wrong.
Again, I'm giving out Ian love. That's all it is.
Yes, Ian's
He just tries. He just tries.
He tries, yes. But we're going to talk all about the happenings of WrestleMania weekend, whatever you want to call it, in just a bit. But first, we need to skate through what's happened in this past week in women's wrestling.
My roller skates are on.
Yes. So starting with WWE, this past week, they had a bit of a cool debut at an NXT house show. Miss Tamira Mensah-Stock, the Olympic gold medalist, made her in-ring debut after being with NXT for a while. And of course, Mensah-Stock was in the Tokyo Olympics in 2021 and became the first ever black female athlete to earn a gold medal in women's freestyle wrestling.
Freaking awesome.
So she's the real deal.
She is the real deal.
And it's so cool to finally see her step into the ring.
With a freaking gold medal. She didn't even have a broken freaking neck when she won it. But
no, she did it proper.
It felt like there was someone else from those Olympics that maybe not.
Huh.
Maybe.
Was there another Olympic medalist that was in
couldn't
WWE?
Have been.
No, more than one.
We would have remembered.
No, that would be silly.
Anyway, she's going to be something.
Yes, absolutely.
Excited.
And on the same note of black female excellence, we also had Jade Cargill have a little team up this past week with Bianca Belair and Naomi.
Oh, man.
Kind of joining forces against those wicked girls from Damage Control.
It was something, man. It was funny.
It's a cool look, cool aesthetic.
It was funny because obviously, as Triple H said, she had to go back and learn a little bit.
Of course.
She, learned a few holds.
Yeah.
All this stuff after her time in AEW.
Yeah, just sharpen skills a little.
She came out and did the 3 moves she did for a year and a half in AEW.
The same moves we've been seeing for years.
Did them well.
Of course she did. They're her moves.
But it was the same moves.
Oh, God,
just saying. Why change something that works?
Right. Yeah. Like if it's not broke, don't fix it. Right.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. Like I would have gave her something else,
like maybe something new to make it like a new finisher, maybe.
Yes.
Make her stand apart.
If you're going to say something like that, have her come out and do I don't know, Hurricane Rana. I don't know, just something.
Show her the Sky Twister press. I'm sure she'll nail it.
I had nothing. There was nothing against what she was doing already.
No, we loved her.
I just think
the way she was.
I just think it's funny, man.
It is, because they made such a big deal about the training, and now she's come out, joined with Naomi and Bianca Belair, and I did speculate on our last show.
I wonder what they thought they had in common.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? But
Must be something.
On our last show, I speculated that maybe Bianca and Naomi would be facing the Kabuki Warriors at WrestleMania for the tag team championships, but they've gone and made it a trios match instead, which is still fine.
It'll be good.
It'll still be good. We get Jade on WrestleMania.
That gives Jade in short spurts.
Yes.
So she could show
3 people.
She could show more of those new moves.
Absolutely.
So
on the other side of things in AEW, we got a little teaser for the number 1 and number 2 ranked women for the women's championship will be facing to see who will be up for Toni Storm's championship. And those people happen to be at number 1, Thunder Rosa, and at number 2, Mariah May.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why that was blocking in my head. And,
you figured it out, didn't you?
It's something. I don't know why.
Maybe it was the fact that Toni Storm, macked right on Mariah May, right on the mouth.
Yeah. It was just...
it was a moment.
It was a moment. It was...
She seemed like she was going to be upset at first.
But it's obvious. She thinks that Mariah is going to win this so she can lay down for...
So they can keep the championship safe in Toni Storm's possession.
Right, which is the right thing to do if you're really a friend.
Yes, absolutely. But I don't know if Mariah May feels that same way. She might.
I mean, she might.
She really does love... She's been cosplaying as Toni Storm for weeks.
Yeah, but she really might feel that way.
But maybe she begrudges Toni Storm for not loving her for her true self and making her be her instead.
I don't know. But it sounded like the fans really liked...
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, that Thunder Rosa match against Lady Escapades there.
The gymnastics herself.
What's her damn name?
Lady Frost.
Thank you.
I liked Lady Escapades.
Lady Frost, I apologize. I am so sorry about that.
Lady Frost is a talent, yes.
From, what Iceland is it?
Imperial Iceland.
Imperial Iceland. I'm just completely out of mind. I'm so excited.
What happened?
I'm so excited about this
We're
week.
too focused.
I meant to look up Imperial Iceland and see if that was from the past.
It sounds like it is.
You know, is she from a period?
Does Iceland have an emperor?
I'm wondering. This is real time.
Yeah.
So
let's just find out real quick where Lady Frost is from.
Hey Siri. Where is Imperial Iceland? That's a dumb question. So Imperial Iceland. Okay, this is why I don't use Siri.
She's kind of stupid.
Yeah, Imperial California. That's so.
That's not what we want, sir.
Why don't you just keep going, and I'll find out about Imperial Iceland.
Okay, well, kind of going in line with AEW, you know, Sky Blue and Julia Hart are still at odds with Willow and Chris and Mercedes Moné. We didn't really get any updates on that whole storyline this past few days because, you know, we were missing out on a couple shows in between there. But over on Ring of Honor, they actually announced a really exciting match for Supercard of Honor this past week where they're going to have the Stardom talent make an appearance at Supercard of Honor. And I will tell you that match in just a minute when we get to our full breakdown of what's happening at WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, that's just Iceland.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. But just know, it's some of the best Stardom talent that they got for Supercard of Honor.
Yeah, dude. Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited. And we're going to go.
We're going deep. We're going into it.
We're going to have to go over our entire, little roster for ourselves this week.
Yes.
Everywhere you can meet us, see us, you'll know us by the Trail of Tears.
We're pretty easy to pick out, honestly. Just look for one in like a pink hand-painted hoodie and another really tall one next to her.
Yeah, that's totally screaming like a maniac and also wearing a hoodie.
Yes,
and
we're the
boots.
hoodie brigade.
Yeah, we are the hoodie brigade.
So before we do get into the whole run of what the women are doing at WrestleMania weekend,
Yes.
we have to talk about this past weekend in Stardom.
Oh, no. Do we have to?
We have to.
We had such a good vibe going.
I know, but unfortunately, it's important.
Listen, folks. I love everything that Okada has done.
Me too.
With Stardom. I mean, we've never had so many live events. You know, even like the house shows are just live with multicams, and that's the way it is going forward now. And it's fantastic. It's and the house shows have such important matches, but then we have back-to-back pay-per-views this past weekend. And instead of just saying, "Oh ye roster of mine," the few of you that are leaving, the ones that are leaving, we're going to treat you as if we never knew you. We're going to beat you in Saginaw, and no one's ever going to see it. And that's how we get the belts off. No, instead of things like that, they've done this fan service, this goodbye tour.
Yeah.
That's just been fantastic to the point that I'm like, kill them off already.
What they've done is completely rip everyone's hearts out and at the same time give us all closure for the people that we don't want to leave.
If I never have to see Saya Kamatani cry again,
oh my gosh,
I will be happy.
Oh my gosh.
It was like
her and Saki Kashima, and they're so sad.
It was like somebody stomped her chihuahua.
Oh, Jesus, it was awful.
It's like, who stomped that poor girl's chihuahua?
And like the entirety of Queen's Quest falling on top of Utami and crying.
The sounds they made.
God. I can't handle it.
The sounds they made.
Like, these are not shows that you want to rewatch. It's like,
I remember seeing
so
this video
sad.
of an elephant family finding a dead elephant.
Oh, no.
And these horrible, horrific sounds that were made. And when they're like, elephants are truly smart. They know about their... And it's like... That's what I felt like. I was like, oh, my God. It was seeing something in the wild you weren't meant to see.
Yes, it was difficult and beautiful and so well done, but also rough for everyone involved, I think, including the fans.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, man, but oh my God. Okay.
So let's go through these cards. What we saw this past weekend, second weekend of double back-to-back live shows. This time wasn't on Stardom World, it was pay-per-view, but still, we got to see it live, so that's all that matters. On March 30th in Sendai, we started off with Rion's debut against Starlight Kid.
Amazing
little talent we've got here. She's so good already.
I mean, she really, really brought it, and I was expecting some good, but I should have been expecting it all the way with these new crop of rookies, man.
I know, this whole class is just spectacular.
Well, she'll count as this class, right?
I feel like she does, because she's only a couple months behind the other two.
Right.
And then in the second match, we saw Sayaka Kurara take on Aya Sakura in their Cosmic Angels match where they were going to see who was going to get to go in, but they went to a time limit draw.
Yeah, which
and
also...
they fought their butts off.
Yeah, it was great. It was really great. And, you know, at the end of it, man... They
absolutely proved why they deserve to be in Cosmic Angels and why every other faction should be like, why not us?
Yeah, I mean, basically all the angels were involved, you know, and it's going to come down to a six-man match.
It is, yes. Yuna was outside of the ring kind of judging. The other Cosmic Angels were off on the side watching, but after it went to a time limit draw, Yuna entered the ring, and then Tam and Natsupoi and Sariano came over, and they were kind of like, well, this wasn't much of a judgment, was it?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have one final judgment where Yuna, along with Sayaka and Aya, take on the other three members of Cosmic Angels.
Right. And I mean, look, it's going to be great. And
oh, yeah.
It's right now, Cosmic Angels.
They're stacked.
Jeez, dude.
They were already stacked.
But out of nowhere, you go from being...
Yeah, because for a long time, it was like Yuna and Sariano holding stuff together while everyone else was gone.
Yeah, because right now Sariano feels like ace.
She is ace.
And Tam is hands down like the go-to, right? Like
yes.
everybody looks to Tam, and
she's a leader.
But Poi is back.
Yes,
she's finally
Poi's
back. Like at first she was it seemed like she had a little rust.
Yeah.
But now
she's shaking that off.
Yeah, now
completely.
she is absolutely shaking it off.
And I can see why these two girls want to be a part of Cosmic Angels. I mean, I kind of want to be a part of Cosmic Angels at this point.
Me too.
In the third match, we saw Ruaka and Rina defeat Hanako and Waka and Rana Yagami and Saki Kashima. Just in a little fun triple tag team match.
Right.
No stakes or anything. They're just having fun out there.
Good match.
We saw Yuna Mizumori defeat Mai Sakurai and Lady C in a triple threat, which was fun because I feel like these three are all very close to each other. Like they wrestle a lot. So
Sakurai was kept conveniently out of the finish.
She was, yes. In the fifth match, we saw Yuzuki take on the entirety of Stars in a gauntlet match where she had only 1 minute to face each of the 6 people, being Hanan, Saida, Hazuki, Koguma, Momo Kogo, and Mayu Iwatani.
Talk about being well done.
It was. They, like, to have only a minute with each person, this was, like, really, they hit it on all cylinders.
It was so good, and I felt so bad for her by the end because she was blown up.
She was, and sobbing.
Yeah, I mean...
I think they had a lot of fun, though, and it was a really nice way to kind of...
Yeah, it was nice.
Say goodbye.
It's always nice to beat the shit out of your friend on the way out the door.
It was kind of nothing compared to the next night, though.
That's true.
In the sixth match, we saw Sariano and Natsupoi defeat Momo Watanabe and Natsuka Tora, Azumi and Miyu Yamasaki, and Tam Nakano and Julia.
Yes.
And of course, this match was just getting that tag team of Tam and Julia in there one more time. But they had those fun moments where Tam and Natsupoi can't help but team together. We even saw a little Julia and Natsupoi in there. The other people were kind of like afterthoughts,
Still
I feel.
yet,
but
though, every time I see Sariano and Julia,
oh man,
I want to see that damn match.
I know, it makes me so mad.
Like, I want to see it now. I want to see that match with stakes.
Just give it to us.
I just want another year, and I want to see the Wonder Belt.
Yeah.
Like, it would be amazing match.
But to have 4 tag teams in the ring, it's nonstop action. So it was a fun match regardless. And after the match ended, Hanan actually came out to officially challenge Sariano for the Wonder of Stardom Championship at All-Star Dreamson.
Dreamson, yeah. That's going to be a good card. It comes right around that it's right before Queendom, right?
Yes. It's the pre-show.
Yeah.
To All-Star Grand Queendom.
It's that. Listen, dude. It's that time. We're excited.
Oh man, that show's always a banger, and knowing that this match is on it is already made it like
you
exciting.
Don't even have to have another match.
No, not really.
Because that match, you got to think about high level Sariano matches.
Yes.
Can you think of one that hasn't been super high drama and physicality?
No.
Okay. Think about high-level Hanan matches.
Oh, God. She's so good for her age.
And it's new, right?
Yes.
Super high-level Hanan matches, they're new.
Yeah, brand new.
But so far, drama galore.
God, her face and her moves, and like she's vicious.
She's a star.
She is.
She's a star.
That's going to be a crazy match.
The facials that she gives, the move set that she has, the size that she has.
Absolutely.
She is a star.
Yes.
I'm worried about the belt. Because I'm
a
huge Sariano fan.
I don't know if Hanan wins it here, but...
I don't know. Is it the right call if she does?
I don't know.
It
feels a little early.
It does. But I'm going back and forth, right?
Right.
Because...
Like, would you be upset if Hanan won the belt?
With everything that's going on, is a rocket on the back that bad with somebody?
Fair, but would you benefit from keeping one of your top titles on someone like Sariano, who's so dependable?
Well, she's locked up now, isn't she?
She is indeed.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it would make sense to keep the belt on her a little longer.
We have a contract on her.
But along with that, the only other match so far we have officially announced is Mayu Iwatani versus Sari for the IWGP Women's Championship. So already that card is just looking like it's going to blow the roof off the place.
It's a banger.
After that, in the semi-main event, we saw Xena, Mina Shirakawa, and Maika become the new Artist of Stardom championships by beating Shiri, Amisori, and Mirai.
We saw Xena turn somebody's chest to Hamburger Helper.
She did. She chopped the soul out of Mirai and also got the pin over Mirai to win this match.
She did. I mean, seriously, it was like cheesy Helper.
It was so bad.
It was great.
But Mirai took it. She was like, yeah, go ahead, give it to me.
Yeah, that's what
Let's go.
That's exactly what she said.
So we have one set of new champions. And then in the main event, we had our final teaming of Aphrodite, Saya Kamitani, and Utami Hayashishita, dropping the Goddess of Stardom championships to Crazy Star, Suzu Suzuki, and Mei Seira.
I mean...
Which is a long time coming, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, even if Utami was not leaving, I feel like it would have been a time to put those belts on Crazy Star.
It was nice. It was almost feeling like Suzu was going to have the weekend of her life.
It did kind of feel that way, yeah.
It did, you know?
Like, she was just set up
The only thing better
for
would be...
good stuff.
Going against your best friend the next night on the way out the door and getting a big, huge win to catapult you into Stardom.
Finally getting that win over Julia.
So we're halfway there, pal. What happened the next night?
Oh, man. All right. March 31st in Yamagata. This night was just full of crazy matches. Like, I got stars by, like, all of them because it was just that kind of night.
It was a good
one you're going to remember.
Yeah, go out of your way to watch it night.
Starting with Mei Seira versus Yuzuki in Yuzuki's final match in Stardom. So, you know,
great match.
Great match.
Yeah.
Mei gave her the competition she was looking for on the way out. In the second match, Hanan and Saya Ida defeated Rion and Maika, which was interesting.
This is the weirdest team ever.
Very weird team. Hanan submitted Rion to win the match, which is expected with Rion having just debuted the night before. But it's weird because she was teaming with Maika, who's a double champion.
So on the paper,
yes,
you have a win.
You have Hanan and Saida with a win over Maika.
Over Maika.
Technically.
Yeah.
Just feels a little strange, doesn't it?
It did. Plus, it looked like it was, you know, mother-daughter day.
Yeah. Maika kept, like, snapping at her, like, nope, get over here.
Yeah, stand here, do this, speed up, slow down, say moo. I'm in charge here.
Yes, it was cute.
Yes.
In the third match, we saw Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara team up to face Yuna Mizumori and Natsupoi. And those girls, honestly, make a great tag team.
I'm telling you.
They work so well together.
This really seemed like, and Raja said it during the show, she's like, my God, that's a future goddess started tag champions right there. My God, they work well together.
They just seem like they match.
And they really do. They matched, you know, not like physically. I mean, they matched like work-wise.
Yeah.
They were really well together and they gelled.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I loved them together. It reminds me of how much I loved another tag team I recently saw. It's escaping me right now, but it felt right.
Right. I'm sure it'll come back to you. You just shout it out when you figure it out.
You remember who I'm talking about.
Not off the top of my head, but I'm sure I know it.
Yeah, it was a crazy Stardom pairing.
Right.
That just felt...
Oh, Azumi and Mina?
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't forget it. I thought that we were like well established on this needing to be a tag team.
We were. I just didn't think about it this second.
Sorry.
It's okay.
My bad.
But yes, this Cosmic Angels match was really fun. Aya Sakura took a lot of the damage in this match.
Like a god-awful amount of it.
But she did it with grace.
She did.
In the fourth match, we saw Momo Kogo, Koguma, Hazuki, and Mayu Utani defeat Waka Tsukiyama, Hanako, Xena, and Mina Shirakawa, where Mayu got the pin over Xena, which almost makes the earlier win from Hanan and Saida make sense, because it kind of seems now like Stars is after those Artist of Stardom titles.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I could totally see them trying to make a case for three of them versus Maika, Mina, and Xena for those belts in the near future.
I can see where you're going there. I got this under control.
In the fifth match, we saw Tam Nakano versus Mai Sakurai in Mai's final match with Stardom, wearing the same gear she wore in her debut in Stardom. It was very emotional.
It was.
Mai has a very strong friendship with Tam. They were teammates for a long time, and it was clear that she just was happy to have this match with Tam on the way out.
Yeah, this one was just, it was a good, pleasant goodbye.
It was, yeah.
It just, there was something though, and I'm not being a contrarian here. There's something about these matches though, with someone going out the door, that it doesn't have that feeling of stakes.
Yeah. It's just a goodbye.
It's just a goodbye. It's a very, it's a soulless match.
A little, yeah.
And we don't have many soulless matches in Stardom.
Right. I can see where you're coming from.
It's just,
I mean, Tam winning in this match means nothing.
Right.
Because Mai Sakurai is leaving.
Yeah, I don't feel anything. It's like the only thing you might feel is the sadness of someone leaving.
Yeah.
I just don't have any emotional tie to it because I've kind of made my peace with this.
Right, yeah. You're like, yeah, we understand where you're going. But, I mean, it was nice of them to let Maya have this dream match before she left.
It's all good.
Next, we saw the second of our gauntlet matches where Mirai faced the other members of God's Eye in 5-minute matches.
Jesus Christ.
And if you're gonna say goodbye, this is probably the best way to do it.
Oh my God.
It started with Rana, who Mirai beat with 20 seconds left on the timer, and then Rana just completely lost it laying on the mat.
Poor Rana, man. That might be the only time we ever see Rana like that.
Just crying. It was so sad. She went to a time limit draw with Ami Sourei, who is her longtime tag team partner.
And they did a lot of wrestling in that match.
They did, and I thought it was really cool that neither of them ever once even thought to go for a pin. They just spent the whole 5 minutes fighting each other. Yeah. It was really cool.
I like that too.
After that, Saya Kamatani came out, and not Saya Kamatani. Saki Kashima came out. It would be weird if Saya Kamatani came out to face Mirai.
It wouldn't have surprised me though. She was so messed up.
Saki Kashima came out and immediately beat Mirai with the Kishikase.
I could tell you what happened right there. You were so emotional just because of the Saki being
like the crying at all points.
So Saki probably cried more than anyone.
She did in this match.
Yeah,
she was just big balling the whole time. It's from the moment she got out the curtain.
She was big balling the entire time.
Well, I mean, she beat her in 10 seconds.
Yeah. She come out and she's like, "That's right."
But then they restarted the match, and they had a bit of a little match, and then Saki rolled her back up again after 3 minutes and got the pin again.
Beautiful. It was a very Saki thing to do.
It was. She was still doing all her Saki antics while crying.
Yes.
And last but not least, Shiri came out and they wrestled for the full 5 minutes, and as soon as the time limit ended, Shiri stood in the center of the ring and allowed Mirai to hit her with the lariat, and then Mirai hugged her on the mat, and they counted to 3 and rang the bell.
Ceremoniously.
To end Mirai's Stardom run at this point.
Yeah. But they didn't totally Queen's Quest it.
No. They did. I think there's been enough crying on the God's Eye side the last couple weeks that they've all kind of gotten it out of their system at this point.
I noticed going through the curtain, though, they were breaking down.
Yeah.
So Sitter's probably like, "I'll kill every one of you."
Keep it together.
Keep it together.
We're going to give Mirai a good send-off.
Mirai handled it really well, though, this whole time. She seems like she's just not all about that.
She cried a lot during the DDM reunion match, but then she kind of I think she has accepted what's going on.
She got it out, and she's like, all right.
Yeah, she's like, big girl, be a big girl.
Yeah.
In the semi-main event, we saw Julia versus Suzu Suzuki.
Mm-hmm.
In Julia's final contracted match with Stardom. We know that she's going to have one last appearance on April 12th, but this match definitely didn't go the way we thought it was going to go.
No, sure didn't.
It was a good match. They got all their cool stuff in, all their friendship stuff. There's the little tear before the match started. Match. So good. What you expect out of these two.
Damn good match.
Where it falls short is the whole time limit draw. And I understand the need for a time limit draw in some cases, but it just felt so anticlimactic in this case.
This girl over here. They went to the time limit draw. She's like, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Suzu couldn't just get that win back right here. And then Julia asked for 5 more minutes.
I was like, oh, okay, 5 more minutes. Yeah.
Raj is like, you know what? I was completely wrong. You know what? She's cool, man. She's all good.
I read this so wrong.
She's good, dude. What the no, they're not going to go another 5. No way.
They did all the same moves. Suzu went up for the Sky Twister press, but didn't even get to do it.
It would have been perfect. She couldn't win it any other way.
And then it went to the draw again. I would have
rather had the finality of her doing the Sky Twister press and missing and
Julia
pinning her.
Yeah, I would have liked that better than this.
Than the two.
It erases the whole point of the 5 more minutes to begin with.
It really does.
And just, I understand where they are going with it, with like we still couldn't get a win over each other. Let's meet again in the future when we're both like bigger and better and all that. But I think it would have said a lot if Suzu had gotten this win.
I need to ask you a question. The Utami Classic with Sherry, did they not do 2 post sessions? Like, didn't they go to 5 minutes and then do another?
I feel like they did, yes. That sounds correct.
I may have dreamed it, but I know that we had that match of the year with them.
Yes.
But who knows? Anyway, it should have went the other way.
It should have. I just
don't see what it would have hurt.
I don't think it would have hurt anything, especially since Suzu's within Stardom and Julie's not going to be there anymore, so it means nothing to her.
Here's how I book it. So in the 5 minute extra, if you want to do that, because that's something you could argue later on.
Right.
The ref gets knocked out. Okay. Suzu gets a visual pin.
There you go.
With the Suzu roll up thing. And she goes and gets the ref. And she does a placement slam on Julia.
Right.
She goes up to do the Sky Twister. And this time, Julia moves and does a freaking roll up.
Yeah, that would have been cool too.
Gets the 3 count. But we have the visual pin. You kind of know.
But we all know.
Yeah, everybody knows. And Julia looks at her like she knows. And hey, we'll meet again somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
And if we do some kind of work with the Rossi-dom thing, in a year, you could have that match at that point.
And it would be cool.
Yeah.
Like Suzu gets one back over
no
on
time
it.
limit, in a cage, in a scaffold. Who cares?
It's just, it very much feels, because of what we know, like Julia refusing to lose on the way out. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe it was mutual. I don't know.
That's what it feels like.
But that's just how it comes off in my mind.
But here's the thing, right? So keep an open mind.
Yes.
Because we have the one more Julia that we don't know what it is.
Yes, we do. There could be something just crazy happen.
What if Suzu is like, listen, you stupid bitch.
You're leaving again.
I want a no time limit lava. The floor is lava match.
That would be hilarious. I want to see that match.
I'm going to come up with it.
You have to jump on chairs and stuff if you're outside the ring.
Yeah.
No touching the floor.
Yeah, the floor is lava.
It's basically a battle royal.
What's the count on a floor is lava? How many seconds you get before you're dead?
The kids get 5 seconds.
Okay. So we do 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. But yeah, anyway, she could still do it.
She could.
That could be, and
something crazy could happen on the 12th.
Yeah, or something star.
We'll see.
We'll see.
This just didn't live up to what I wanted it to be, and that's on me. I guess that's a me problem.
I bet it lived up to the Julia fans.
Absolutely it did. In the main event, we saw the final match for Queen's Quest with Utami Hayashishita as its leader, where Rina, Ruaka, Starlight Kid, Momo Watanabe, and Natsuko Tora defeated Miyu Amasaki, Lady C, Azumi, Saya Kamitani, and Utami Hayashishita, where Momo got the pin over Utami for the win. This is that good old Oedo Tai versus Queen's Quest that we all love. Of course, I don't think Oedo Tai had any intention here of letting Utami go out on a high note. I think they were here to ruin it.
I think it was the right call, though, because of the cage match.
Absolutely. It makes all the sense in the world.
And Momo's history.
Mm-hmm. It's clear that Momo Watanabe and Natsuko Tora do not believe Utami was ever meant to be leader of Queen's Quest. I think Momo takes a little bit of offense that that's who followed her up in her leadership role.
Yeah, I think so too. And I really believe that, you know, I think it's Momo's time to get some, you know,
get something.
Yeah, get some shine.
If Micah would ever give her a title match.
It's coming. It's coming. 'Cause she's such an amazing worker.
She really is. And she's so much fun. Like, everything she does is so entertaining.
Yeah, she's a character. And in a world lacking characters.
Yes, and she's also vicious.
Yeah.
So she's equally fun to watch in that respect.
She's vicious and suspicious.
But overall, it was a really good weekend of shows, very emotional, and not something I would care to revisit, but no, I was glad we were here for it.
It's like the Brody Lee tribute show.
Yeah, you can't bring yourself.
One of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I don't want to watch it again.
No, it just feels like the ending of a chapter and like you're ready, like you're already ready to move to the next one.
Yeah.
And for us, that next one is WrestleMania weekend.
WrestleMania weekend.
And boy, howdy, do we have...
It's WrestleMania week!
We have so much coming up.
Joshi Mania.
Yes. I have here a list of amazing women's wrestling matches that are happening over the course of WrestleMania weekend.
If you go to our socials, you're already seeing this wonderful graphic the great and wonderful Raja created of our WrestleMania week journey.
Yes, and as we go through this list, we'll let you know which shows that we're personally going to be at.
Yes.
But let's start off on Thursday, April 4th. At 11 a.m., Defy Wrestling Can't Deny It. They are having a Defy Women's Championship match between the champion, Vert Vixen, versus Trish Adora versus Sawyer Wreck.
Yeah.
And this, they haven't made any changes to this yet, but I know for a fact that Sawyer Wreck has been injured, unfortunately, and won't make her WrestleMania weekend dates. So I assume this is just going to be Vert Vixen versus Trish Adora.
Nothing against Vert Vixen and Trish Adora. Something against me not seeing Sawyer Wreck.
I know.
Who I was totally looking forward to.
I know. We love Sawyer Wreck, and I hate that she broke her hand, but...
Oh my God.
I hate that she's missing.
Soon, and I'm so sorry, Sawyer.
Yes, she'll still be at WrestleCon signing autographs and stuff if you want to go see her. And
so she didn't break her right hand?
Apparently not. Maybe she'll sign it lefty. Who knows? But that's the women's match happening at Defy. Then at 3 p.m., we have Stardom, American Dream in the Keystone State. And this will be our first show of the weekend. Ding. And they've announced the full card for this show. Are you ready?
I am not ready.
There will be a high-speed championship match between Mei Seira, Ram Kai Chao, and Saki Kashima.
Give me a second. Give me just 1 second.
Just that match alone. It's beautiful.
So, Mei is one of our favorites.
Yes.
Ram is one of my favorites.
Yes. And Saki's one of everyone's favorites.
And Saki's in the match as well.
She's in there to
everybody loves Saki.
Do some high-speed discourse as always.
Yes.
We will see Azumi, Saya Kamatani, and Cameron Brené, formerly known as Amari Miller.
Yes.
Versus Stephanie Vicur, Momo Watanabe, and Starlight Kid.
Dear God. Dear God.
We get the little Azumi Starlight Kid in there early in the weekend.
Got my Momo fixed. You got Starlight, who is my absolute favorite Joshi. I know. She is my absolute favorite Joshi. And this crazy woman over here is making me do a damn meet and greet. And that I'm not going to be able to do. And you're going to see a grown man.
I'm going to make you do it. You're getting that picture.
Oh, my God.
I don't care what I have to do to make it happen.
I can't do it. I can't do it. You don't understand. It's like meeting a deity.
I understand. I'm meeting Shuri. How do you think I feel?
Like you're going to fight?
Like I'm going to faint.
Oh, my God. All right.
We'll see.
Oh, God.
Shuri and Konami versus Willow Nightingale and Saki from Colors.
What a match.
I know. I love seeing Shuri and Konami together. It makes me want to cry.
What a match, dude. And I'm glad we get to see Konami. I love Konami.
Me too. This is the only time we'll get to see her this weekend. Mayu Iwatani will be teaming with Tam Nakano and Momo Kogo versus
What a weird team.
Versus Mina Shirakawa, Mariah May, and Zaya Brookside. The OG Club Venus.
Yes. that match, I could have made a tag match real easely.
Yeah. Just
could have had a singles with Zaya and Momo there at the first of the night.
that would have been great.
Yeah. But because Club Venus, I think, became a lot more.
I feel like Rose Gold is Club Venus. Yeah, like that was the whole Club Venus.
Like Rose Gold was kind of, because after Rose Gold, you couldn't have Club Venus anymore. It just didn't work.
No, it was kind of dead after that.
and as long as I get to hear Mina Shirakawa say, I am
the Venus.
The Venus. Yeah.
I want to hear some woos from Mariah May. That's all I'm here for.
This is going to be great. I'm going to love this.
Yes. And the final match announced, Micah versus Megan Bayne for the World of Stardom Championship.
I don't think people understand. Like, people that aren't Stardom fans.
I don't think they get the gravity.
I don't think they understand. And poor Megan has been, I think I saw her on a card in like Germany or France or something a couple weeks ago. Like, I don't know. It's very cool that we're getting to see her again, because this girl has a match of the year candidate. I mean, she's
insanely talented. She's probably jonesing to get back in the ring.
My God,
some people.
Some of the matches that she worked herself up to is just fantastic.
My hope is that this appearance kind of leads her into like making her debut back in AEW.
I hope she goes back to Stardom.
She just take her back to Japan. Yeah, that's cool too. She's great in Stardom.
Like her, Anna Jay, a couple of them.
She sees Micah and she remembers the friendship and how much it was amazing.
Well, maybe Tony will let that happen.
Okay, so that's it for that show. At 4 p.m., basically at the same time, across the street, Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 10.
Yes.
There will be a 4-woman one-night tournament between Lindsay Snow, Marina Shafir, the Kick Demon Janai Kai, and Lady Frost.
Amazing match.
All 4 just vicious competitors.
Just an amazing match.
And there will also be Masha Slamovich taking on Shayna Baszler.
Can't wait to watch this one later.
Which is, we'll have to watch it on the rebound after Stardom, but it's going to be so good. I can't even fathom that Masha Slamovich match right now.
That's some really good stuff. It is.
At 8 p.m., DDT Pro Wrestling, DDT Goes Philadelphia. Billy Starks will be facing Mao for the DDT Universal Championship.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
She's just getting herself in there as much as she can this weekend, and I love it for her. And at 11:59 p.m. at Jersey Championship Wrestling, JCW and GCW versus the World, there will be Rina Yamashita in mixed trios action and a JCW World Championship match between champion Masha Slamovich and Shiri.
Wow. Jesus.
And that's all just on Thursday.
My God.
So yeah, that's a jam-packed first day. And of those shows, we're actually going to 3 shows on Thursday. The Stardom American Dream Show, the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show, and the Jersey Championship Wrestling.
Yes, we are.
JCW and GCW versus the World. So Thursday is definitely a busy, busy day.
It's going to be incredible.
I cannot wait.
Me either.
That brings us to a Friday, April 5th, starting early at 11 a.m., Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling live in Philly. They will have some amazing action, including Suzumi and Arisa Endo versus Zara Zakir and Nao Kakuta.
Yeah.
Yuji Aino and Raku versus Viva Van and Yuki Kamafuki. Hyper Misao versus Billy Starks. Mizuki and Vert Vixen versus Palm Harajuku and Max the Impaler. Shoko Nakajima versus Rio, and Miya Yamashita and Maki Ito versus Mio Watanabe and Rika Tatsumi.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of Joshi. A lot of fun Joshi. Unfortunately, we're not going to this one, as on Friday morning at 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. we will be at WrestleCon doing our meet and greets with Stardom talent.
We will be dead. We
will just be on the floor of WrestleCon, withering away.
Yes, absolutely.
Basically. At 3 p.m., Progress Wrestling is holding Chapter 165 Freedom Walks Again. They will be putting on the Progress Women's World Championship match between champion Rio and Lana Austin.
My God.
At 7 p.m. at Joey Janela's Spring Break 8, They will have Rina Yamashita and Masha Slamovich versus Masada Tanaka and Minoru Suzuki.
Jesus Christ.
just an insane match to read in general.
It is.
And at 8 p.m. at Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, we will see a Stardom showcase where Mina Shirakawa, Maika, and Mei Seira will take on Saya Kamatani, Tam Nakano, and Azumi.
What a match.
I'm so looking forward to the Azumi Mei Seira segment that's going to be in there somewhere. I cannot wait.
What a freaking match, man.
We will also see the final of the Ring of Honor Women's TV title tournament, Billie Starkz versus Queen Aminata. I can't wait to see who wins that title for the first time.
It's really hard.
The inaugural TV title.
Yeah, it's really hard on that one because, again, I think that Queen Aminata might win that.
Yeah.
Because Billie seems destined to once again go against her mentor.
Yes, she does.
But is it time? I don't know. We'll see.
And her mentor, Athena, will be facing Hikaru Shida for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship.
Super interesting on that.
And of course, we will be at Supercard of Honor. And I am like, I can't even believe that we're going to be at Supercard of Honor.
I know.
With these 3 amazing women's matches on it, it's
going to be fantastic.
I already can't handle it. On Saturday, April 6th, starting at noon, NXT Stand and Deliver will have the Women's Championship match of Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. At 2:30 p.m., we have Game Changer Wrestling versus Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, a show that we will be attending.
Looking forward to this one, big time.
And on that show, we will see Alley Catch versus Mizuki.
Yes.
Suzume and Palm Harajuku versus Saki and Nao Kakuta. Session Marth Martina versus Raku. Dark Sheik versus Yuki Kamifuku. Steph DeLander versus Hyper Misao. Shaza McKenzie versus Arisu Endo. Billie Starkz and Janai Kai versus Miyu Watanabe and Rika Tatsumi, and Masha Slamovich, Rina Yamashita, and Maki Ito versus Yuri Aino, Shoko Nakajima, and Miyu Yamashita.
Just crazy.
So 2 wonderful rosters of women's wrestlers going against each other in some insane matches just to show what they've got from each side of the ocean.
So excited.
Me too. And at 7 p.m., of course, is night 1 of WrestleMania 40. And we now have confirmed which matches are going to be on which night. So on night 1, we will see Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill take on Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane.
Yes.
And we will see the Women's World Championship match where champion Rhea Ripley will put her belt on the line against Becky Lynch.
Just amazing stuff, man.
Just some good women's action.
You got some predictions on
Saturday. For WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I think Damage Control wins the trios match, and I think Rhea Ripley keeps the title.
Well, I agree with Rhea.
You agree with Rhea? You think Jade Cargill and Bianca and Naomi are gonna win the other match?
I think Jade cleans house.
That wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I'm just imagining some Damage Control trickery and
I don't
shenanigans.
I think that Jade's that answer though.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to feature her and really get her over as a superstar.
Yeah, give her that WrestleMania win right off the bat.
Absolutely. Damage Control has damage controlled enough.
Yes, they have. And finally, on Sunday, April 7th, at 2 p.m., we will be attending Spark Joshi Trailblaze 2024. On that card, we have Mayu Iwatani and Mayu's Spark Joshi Wrestling Tryouts winner versus Konami and Konami's Spark Joshi Wrestling Tryouts winner.
It's going to be a wonderful opportunity for two talented
Can you imagine
indie girls
going into a tryout on Friday and then getting to team with Mayu Iwatani or Konami on Sunday?
Yes, I can't imagine.
That's crazy opportunity.
Insane.
Like these wrestlers better work their butts off.
They will. They will.
We will see Kyoko Inoue versus Azumi versus Danny Moe.
Give me a second.
Yes, he does deep breaths for Kyoko Inoue.
And Danny Moe. How many times have I been in the locker room with her?
That's crazy. She's going to be in the ring with Azumi.
It's insane.
And Kyoko Inoue.
Yeah. So
they're going to do some high flying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Starlight Kid versus a mystery opponent. Aja Kong teaming with Tam Nakano to face Mina Shirakawa and Janai Kai.
Which is going to be mad fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Aja Kong
I'm excited
in there with Tam.
about these matches, man. These matches are just phenomenal.
They are. Masha Slamovich and Rina Yamashita versus Hyan and Brittany Blake.
Yeah, it's going to be great, too.
The Spark Joshi Pacific Championship match where Ram Kai Chao, the champion, will take on a mystery opponent. And the Spark Joshi Atlantic Championship where champion Saki will take on Vert Vixen.
So good.
Sumi Sakai and Billy Starks have also been announced for the show, but they don't have matches.
Would that not be our...
That would probably be a match. I could totally see Billy Starks being like, let me wrestle Sumi Sakai.
Well, or Billy Starks being the mystery opponent.
Oh, she could. I don't know if they mean like they announced her, so would she really be a mystery?
But Billy Starks versus Azumi.
Well, Starlight Kid.
Or Starlight. Oh, Starlight.
Or Ram Kai Chao.
Starlight's one of the mysteries. Yeah. For some reason, I heard Azumi. I seen your mouth move.
Azumi's in the match with Kyoko Inoue.
Jesus Christ. All right.
So, yeah.
So SOK versus me.
Yeah, just put you in there.
That's it.
And then at 7 p.m. at WrestleMania 40 Night 2, we will have the WWE Women's Championship match between champion Io Sky and Bayley, where Bayley gets the win and takes that title and tells Io Sky to never talk to her again.
Bayley's got to win.
I hope she does.
So Bayley's got to win. Regardless, it's going to be a lot of fun, whether you're there in Philly with us,
yes, or
you're at home watching it on the many ways you can watch this week through, Fight, whatever they call you now, Triller, or just all the feeds.
Yes.
All the mini feeds. Ring of Honor, you can watch everything's streaming, man.
It is.
It's so cool. It's a lot of fun. Normally we do it that way, and this year we're going to be there live.
We're actually doing the thing.
Yeah, we're going to be live in color, bringing live updates on our socials the whole time. We're going to be bringing as much Instagram.
You're going to see so many pictures of us, so be prepared.
As much Instagram and Twitter and X and Hex and Lex and Flex.
So make sure you're following us on all our socials at Wrestling Is Her.
Yes.
And we will keep you updated with our weekend, of course. When we come back and we do another episode like this, we will tell you all about it and all the crazy stories and anything that happens.
And listen, it's 10.5 hours there.
Yeah.
At 10.5 hours back. Follow us on the socials. You're going to get some updates.
We're just going to go ham.
You're going to get some fun.
Yes. But until next time, thank you so much for listening. My name is Raja, he's John, and we will see you next time on Wrestling Is Her. Bye!
Bye!